What's up, Biggles? Kacie here with my 8th vlog to date, with my second part of 99 questions, and with the second cool shirt I picked up from Anime North, Girl with the Dragons from Game of Thrones. I couldn't resist. By the way, who among you are caught up with the show and therefore watched last week's episode? For those of you who are completely caught up with the show and are more than likely going to be watching the finale tonight, here is a pretty funny video link that I myself found rather humorous. Do not watch this if you are not caught up with the show, especially if you haven't read the books. And before I forget, tomorrow is officially Rebecca's birthday! I hope it's amazing. And I need to take a moment to gush about the fact that on Friday, I got my very first letter from my very first pen pal. I was freaking out. I was so excited. The letter was really nice, and I'd waited a long time for it, and then it just finally arrived. I even got some cute stuff with it too, with this little tiny notebook with a bunny on it, and a pencil with a bunny on it. I thought it was a pen at first, but it was a pencil, which is even better. And this really cute flower popsicle stick bookmark. I love them all. I'm so excited. Yay! Okay, now let's start with the second round of questions. Number 34, favorite kind of sandwich? Definitely grilled cheese, all the way. I add a little bit of garlic salt to the buttered bread for flavor, and sometimes I even add 3 pieces of bread instead of 2. Number 35, best thing to eat for breakfast? That would be French toast, made just right. Number 36, what is your usual bedtime? Well, I'm on summer vacation right now, so right now I go to bed a lot later than I would ever dare to during the school year. It's usually not ridiculously late, and I'm not really a person that likes to do all-nighters, but I've been getting a lot more shifts lately at the bookstore, and with my back in such crappy shape, I'm just about ready to pass out every time I come home from a shift, even if it's 3 hours. I guess typically I'd go to bed around 11 or midnight, sometimes later, but that's really it. Number 37, are you lazy? Yes, absolutely. If you don't believe me, just ask my mother. Number 38, when you were a kid, what did you dress up as for Halloween? Trying to remember everything that I've dressed up as in the past however many years. Either when I was 5 or 6 or 7, I know for a fact my mother dressed me up as a pumpkin princess. She insists I love the costume, I still disagree. In 3rd grade, I dressed up as a scary witch with this big plastic nose with warts on it. In 4th grade, I dressed up as an Egyptian princess. And in 5th grade, I dressed up as a hippie. And in 6th grade, I went as another witch again for some reason. I can't remember very many costumes past that, but I definitely know that I went trick-or-treating all through elementary and high school. Number 39, what is your Chinese astrological sign? I assume you're talking about the year since it's Chinese as in the Chinese zodiac. If you're talking about, unless you're talking about the months, in which case I'm a Leo, but if you are talking about the years, I was born the year of the monkey. I actually have this really cool stamp set that I have from work. It's got all the different stamps for all the different zodiac signs, and it comes with this little book that explains like what it means if you put 2 different animals on the same letter. I try to use these stamps on every letter I send out, but more often than not, I forget. Number 40, how many languages can you speak? Well, English, obviously. I took French through elementary school and 1 year of high school. I took Spanish 1 year of high school, and I took an Introduction to Japanese course my first year at university. In spite of that, I can't really remember much of any of those languages. On my Facebook page, before it switched to Timeline, it said that I spoke English and Simlish, like from the Sims games. I can curse in a couple different languages, but that's really it. Number 41, do you have any magazine subscriptions? Not anymore, but I used to. When I was younger, I had a subscription to Nintendo Power. That was a good magazine. Also, for a while, I had a subscription to Writer's Digest, which is a magazine I really enjoyed. And the most recent magazine subscription I had was to Psychology Today, which is always really interesting to read. Number 42, which are better, Legos or Lincoln Logs? Lego for sure. I don't even think I had Lincoln Logs growing up. Number 43, are you stubborn? Yes, absolutely. If you don't believe me, just ask my mother. Number 44, who is better, Leno or Letterman? I personally prefer Letterman. Number 45, ever watch soap operas? Number 46, are you afraid of heights? I am, unfortunately, but I'm sure my fear of heights could be a lot worse. I think my mother's fear of heights is a bit worse than mine. Number 47, 48, and 49. Do you sing in the car? Do you sing in the shower? Do you dance in the car? Yes to all 3. I'll sing to anything I know the words to. Even in the shower, I usually have a little radio playing. Right now, my shower song of choice is One More Night by Maroon 5. I don't know why that's my choice, but that's a song I really have fun singing in the shower to recently. Number 50, ever use a gun? Not a real one, but I'm pretty sure I've used a paintball gun before. There was a time when my brother used his paintball gun to shoot at the wall of the grocery store behind our house, and I'm pretty sure he let me take a shot once. He also used to shoot golf balls onto the roof of the grocery store. My brother was a hoodlum. Number 51, last time you got a portrait taken by a photographer? I can't remember how many years ago it was, not too many, but one winter, me and all of the grandkids on my mom's side got a big picture of all of us taken as a present for my grandmother. I think in total there's about 11 of us grandkids. The picture was beautiful and my grandmother loved it. Number 52, do you think musicals are cheesy? Absolutely not. I love musicals. Some of my favorites that I've actually seen live are Rent, How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, and Chicago. I actually got to see Chicago live on Broadway. I went on a school trip to New York City in 11th grade. It was amazing. At one point, I really want to see Wicked live. I would love to see that. Number 53, is Christmas stressful? It used to be, but not so much anymore. I really love Christmas, but my mother is the biggest Yuletide fan. She starts the Christmas specials November 1st. Kid you not. As long as I get my shopping done pretty early, there's no real stress. I actually enjoy working around the holidays, especially Christmas Eve. Number 54 and number 55, ever eat a pierogi and favorite kind of fruit pie? I don't actually eat pie or pierogies. I'm a bit weird with food. There's a story there, but I don't want to get into it. Number 56, occupations you wanted to be when you were a kid? I changed my mind a lot up until high school, that's for sure. I remember being very young and having the idea of being an artist, but then I realized I couldn't paint or draw. I think right after that I wanted to be a singer, but then again I hit the realization that I can't sing. There was quite a time in grade school when I wanted to work for EA or Maxis and help make the Sims games. After that I used Sims 2 to make a lot of movies, usually for fun, but once my teachers saw some of the work that I did, they asked me to put some videos together for the 8th grade musical. With all the videos I was making for Sims, I was learning a lot about video editing, and I planned to pursue that as a career. I wanted to go to Niagara College to study that after high school. I ended up doing a lot of projects with video editing in high school too, but the more projects I did, the more I grew to resent it. It was actually in careers class in grade 10 where it hit me that I wanted to be a writer and that I wanted to pursue English. And it's kind of funny because the class I was in had nothing to do with the decision, that just happened to be the class that I was spacing out in when the idea hit me. Number 57, do you believe in ghosts? I'm pretty sure I do. I certainly don't disbelieve in them. Number 58, ever have a deja vu feeling? Yes, of course I have. All the time. Who hasn't? Number 59, take a vitamin daily? I do actually. Women's one a day. Number 60 and number 61, wear slippers, wear a bathrobe? I really don't, and I should wear those more. They're extremely comfortable. Number 62, what do you wear to bed? PJs, I guess, although they don't normally match. I just grab whatever sleep pants and t-shirt or tank top I have that's clean and comfortable. I have a bunch of these tiny and cute little nightgowns, but they're pretty much falling apart right now. I need to get some new ones. Number 63, first concert? I have never actually been to a real concert before. I saw this one band live at a cafe, but that's really the closest I've gotten. I really do hope to see a concert live one day though. Number 64, Walmart, Target, or Kmart? Walmart for sure. Every Friday, I go out with my mom and my grandma to do grocery shopping at Walmart. After that, we go out for breakfast. It's like a little tradition. Number 65, Nike or Adidas? I think I'd have to say Adidas. I don't own very much that's Nike, so I'll have to go with Adidas. And number 66, Cheetos or Fritos? I would pick Cheetos. I like both, but if I have too many barbecue Fritos, I get heartburn, and that's not fun. Alright, that's all the questions for now. Check me out on Twitter or my page on IGGPPC. Chat with me. I would love to hear from you. Okay, see you later.